Hello.
Well, I won't be able to keep up with some of these speakers. I'm kind of mild-mannered, but I will tell you this. I'm Kevin Bradshaw. I'm a state representative, and I have many friends in this race. Right here, we've heard them all, and I think most of them will be real good candidates when we take on Andy in November, and that is something we need to do. And the reason I went with Daniel was several reasons. The first question I asked him, how are you on school choice? And he says, I'm 100%, we're going to do school choice. Now, I'm the chairman of the Constitutional Amendments Committee in the House. And Josh Calloway and I worked on a bill, and we passed it. But next session, we're going to put the constitutional amendment on the 2024 ballot for November. And it's very important everybody in here get that passed. Because once we get that passed, we will be able to put Kentucky on the map for school choice. Until then, the judges keep kicking it off. So we've got to make it happen. Thank you. Daniel's been a champion on fentanyl. He's brought $900 million to the state on action suits against fentanyl. He's great on Second Amendment and a champion on pro-life. Now, I know all of us in here are pro-life, I'm sure. And we passed that trigger bill 2 or 3 years ago, and it triggered the minute Roe v. Wade was denounced in D.C. But it took somebody, if you had Andy Beshear as the Attorney General, when that trigger bill hit, he would not have defended it, and he would not be defending it today. It's still in our state court. So we have a great Attorney General that's fighting for that. You know, I'm from Louisville. Don't hate me for that. In 2020, I was wondering if my city was going to be took over by the mob. There was fear there. Now, of course, I'm armed just like all of you probably are. But still, when you think about your government falling apart, they were burning down the courthouse, Brother Watts. They tried to burn down the courthouse. And nobody did anything about it. And you didn't even hear in the media some of the real bad things that happened. They took over the streets of Louisville. And they didn't go to J-Town. J-Town's a city that wouldn't put up with it. But the Metro Louisville, they took over the streets at night. Up and down, they would drive on both sides of the street, both lanes, and just terrorize people. We had Democrats fade, and yes, rhinos fade. They did not have a backbone to fight that. Daniel Cameron, if you remember September 20, when he stood for that press conference, this is what really grabbed me. Because everybody was thinking, oh, he'll cave on this Breonna Taylor press conference and that investigation. He did not cave. He had Hollywood stars trying to contact him and tell him, oh, come on, just be a buddy with us. You know how they do. And how many of even our party fall apart on that stuff? And I'm sick of it. Sick of rhinos and sick of Democrats. And it's time to really take a stand on this stuff because it's getting late, Brother Watts. You know that. It's getting late. We got to make a stand. I think Daniel will be the best candidate for this. So please vote for Daniel Cameron on May 16th. Thank you. Oh, and our friend here said I mumbled last week. Daniel Cameron has 100% endorsed by Donald Trump. He's the only one in this race that is endorsed by Donald Trump. Does everybody hear that? He is the only candidate endorsed by Donald Trump. And he will keep it until May 16th and beyond. And he might be coming soon, so stay tuned. Thank you.